Hey Aquarius, Chinese Year Tiger, Fixed Air, welcome to the Vibe Tribe family. It's your empathetic medium Megan with a message of April 2023. Everything about me that you need to know is in the description box below. For whatever reason, I've been having a hard time talking, so I'm just going to keep going with it at this point. I do know that they want me to go slow, as in spiritual energies are trying to keep me in a slow paced manner. So Aquarius, take what resonates. Thank you guys so much for your likes, your comments, your views, your support, your cooperation, and your understanding. When we get to 800 subscribers, of course, I'll give away another free giveaway reading. But we have Go Wild in the beginning of April 2023 with Leo or Chinese Year Monkey. This can be a part of your chart or somebody you are dealing with. Practicing gratitude in the middle of April. Sagittarius is also Chinese Year Rat. And assessing the situation at the end of April with Virgo or Chinese Year Rooster. So it could definitely be something to do with the 6th house, the 9th house, or the 5th house here. My throat is just not wanting to let me speak very clearly. There's definitely some energies trying to keep you from talking your truth, speaking your truth, saying what you need to say. So the beginning of April, please, Spirit. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you had a great weekend. Boundaries. With this energy of going wild in the beginning of April, since it's your opposite sign, I know it can be sometimes challenging to see, but I do feel it's actually a victory. A massive success and a lot of recognition as well as the spotlight. Of course, some of you guys could have a lion as a spirit animal, but boundaries are here. Number 5. You could definitely be feeling this by the 5th of April. The 6th of April is actually the full moon in Libra. So it could be really residual with what's going to be happening for you in that sense. You're going to feel very recognized. You're going to be feeling super victorious, okay, and courageous. This is where you draw the line, stating clearly what you are and are not okay with. Like I just said about the boundaries with your throat chakra, as somebody doesn't want you to speak the truth that you have to say, that's where you draw the line and you say, hey, no, I'm going to say what I need to say, and you're going to be okay with that line, or you can get away from me. You know what I mean? You're not going to cross it, or you can step away. Yeah, and I also said something to do with the 5th house, because Leo is the 5th sign, okay? You also have number 5 here. Okay, it could also be something to do with May or life path number 5. But the stingrays are generally peaceful creatures unless alarmed or provoked. Very good conflict avoiders. They blend into their surroundings and they suppress or conceal their emotions. They also symbolize guidance, opportunity, and restraint. Balance is enabling you to express yourself deeper, revealing a higher sense of calm in moments when emotions are running high, guiding you through difficult emotional waters, allowing you to adapt and make the most out of all your upbringing moments. Shh. Okay. Middle, you have adapting. You could be overcoming something with love. Now is the time to know everything that you do is sacred during this time, while you overcome some obstacles, creative ways to achieve some breakthroughs, and knowing that, expressing your true authenticity to your partner and letting them do the same to you is that giving and receiving equal give and take, which is about the universal law. But let's see what they wanted me to choose for the first one. Independence. When you are practicing gratitude in the middle of April, which could also be starting on the 6th of April. Here is 5, and then we have 6. The white polar bear is here. But this is the gratitude of knowing that everything that you've gotten, was meant to be yours in the first place, but it's like you hold what you have in your time frame of life right now. You hold it with grace. You may not have an attachment to these things, knowing that they could be gone at any time, but you're going to be full of what's the real word? What am I looking for here? Just being very thankful and embracing the moment for what you are in, what you're going through at the time, what you have at the moment that you have it. This is all about self-worth self-work, autonomy, focusing on self-determination, and self-reliance. Polar bear is about trusting your strength with your abilities and skills to survive when the going gets tough. That's the gratitude of knowing that things that you've had were amazing during the time that you've had them, and you needed it during the time that you had it. Lots of blue and white here, lots of orange too. So I do feel throat chakra. I know I do feel as if a center, like you aligning yourself with your centers, all the centers, that's giving you that purification energy, okay? And then the solar plexus energy that I'm feeling with the orange, your heart chakra energy with the green, okay? And let's get you assess the situation at the end of April. What is the message for this? So boundaries, independence, taking care of yourself spiritually, as well as inspiration. Okay, and that's the throat chakra energy. I was telling you, heavy on that blue, heavy on that throat, but taking care of yourself spiritually, the blue and the green, heart chakra and throat chakra. What you feel needs to be spoken, is what I'm getting for you during April. So number 3, it could be a life path number 2, as well as 6, but it could also be something to do with the 6th house, as I did tell you, Virgo's number 6. We also had the 6 right there, okay? Then it could be something to do with the 3rd house as well, which is Gemini, okay? But with the hippopotamus, it's about communication, strong will, ancient wisdom. Water element teaches us courage and strength in the midst of adversity, okay? And your spiritual well-being need attention and awareness. Call upon the essence of your soul to regenerate and refill your body with the energy it needs to be revitalized. I just got a super sinus pressure headache that just kind of just I just throbbed for a minute there. Makes me feel like you guys have been maybe under allergy season, and it's been causing you to have lots of, congestion, pressure, headaches, sinus, like where it won't stop running, or it's clogged, or you're having all of the issues, because I'm also having those issues that just I was already having them, but now it's like like the whole pressure of the headache, I can feel it. So you really needing to call upon the essence of your soul to regenerate yourself and refill your body with the energy and the essence. Truthfully, your essence can be recharged is what I'm getting here. A recharge of your essence. I mean, April 6th, April 5th, and April 3rd could all be very specific days for you. But I'm going to get a message here for April. April, sadness has taken over someone here. There's lots of miracles that will be happening for you. You said it to me. Someone loves to read, type, or write. Poetry, author, blogger, novelist, lyricist, short story writer, screenwriter, playwright. Somebody who's a very imaginative person. Okay? So those are what we have for the messages. Okay, now we're going to get tarot, and we're going to talk about beginning to the end. For the Aquarian energy. Alright, Aquarius, let's talk about April's beginning. The boundaries and go wild, going wild. If you don't want to fall, you don't want to fall, yes? Here's the Hangman. The Hangman is Pisces. This is definitely a new way of seeing something. You had some kind of clarity come through. Maybe information was revealed to you. It gave you some kind of new perspective on something. And it made it easier maybe not to be stuck in some kind of stagnant energy. Could have been anything. Could have even been a job. Maybe you thought this job was going to, give you something. They kept you on, this string of continuous, I'll do this for you, I'll do that for you, I'll help you with this. And, I'll give you a raise, da-da-da-da-da. And then you find out, nope, that they're not doing that. But they've been keeping you in that stalling energy because you never really knew if they were going to or not. And you learned something here. And now it's easier. It's easier for you to let something go if you knew it wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? You have the 10 of Cups here. There is something happy and wish fulfilled coming through. Pisces energy again. So that's heavy. Let's get one more to go with it. Okay. With the 5 of Wands, Leo. So you are about to go wild after a time of where you were stuck in some kind of competition. And it could have been a competition of just knowing yourself that you could have done what this energy of a boss or a job wanted you to do, but they kept you on the ringer of like, oh yeah, no, you'll get to do that soon. You'll get to do that soon. We promise we'll give you a raise. We promise blah, blah, blah. All this just to have that competitive energy because you know what you were finally waiting for, but you had spent a lot of your time maybe with your family, with your loved ones, you know, while in that energy of a lot of competition or controversy or conflicted energy, just not knowing which is that Leo. This is where I see you having success and able to go wild, where you draw some boundaries. You're finally asserting something. You're like, you know what? I'm going to tell you that I'm not okay with you continuously putting me on this situation because there's something you learned. Okay? So you're about to stand up for yourself in some way. I do feel it is a job. Okay? I also feel like it comes in hand of why you wanted something so badly and why you continue to keep trying with something, because you're trying to make something really amazing within the family dynamic. Okay, and you're willing to sacrifice something, but you were stagnant for so long with all this conflict that was making you confused and conflicted and not sure. Now your time to go wild with these boundaries. You see what I'm saying? So you would know what I'm talking about better than I would, because this is your situation. It's almost like somebody tried to keep you in illusion, not really able to, they just wanted to use you for what you were, you know, and you're finally over that. You're not going to have that happen. 3 of Wands in Aries season, during Aries season. The 3 is specific. That's your manifestations that I do feel will bring you what you're looking for at the end, where you're able to assess some kind of situation, taking care of yourself spiritually. This 3 of Wands manifests that throughout the entire month of April. When you start to do this and assert boundaries for yourself, you're building more confidence towards these egotistical competitional energies trying to keep you from something, but you know that ship has been coming and you've been waiting on it patiently, but now you're not waiting anymore in a stagnancy. Does that make sense? You're not stuck there waiting for it. You're actually charging for it. The Chariot. Yeah, somebody had tried to keep you held back. Somebody had tried to keep you in some kind of disrespected energy, undermined, undervalued type of thing, trying to continuously make you have obstacles. But now that you've learned some kind of truth, there was something revealed. Maybe it wasn't the greatest. It was maybe too much information overload. But you have now, and you are now able to make something happen out of this. I feel like some of you had to learn this information a little bit later, because the reaction that you would have had if you would have learned it before would have been different than what you have learned now and how you acted this time. So I do see you making and taking some kind of action here. Cancer, Chinese, your sheep, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but this is you being hidden from the truth, and you are just being undervalued. There was a lack of cohesion, a lack of understanding, a lack of comprehension, you know what I'm saying? Capricorn with that, it could have been a Capricorn holding you back, Aquarius. Okay, but your time is now. You've asserted some boundaries. Gemini's Chinese, your horse. Libra's Chinese, your dog. It could definitely be happening around the full moon in Libra, I'm telling you. The strength is yours here in that independent sense. You've really grown some independence. You trusted your skills and your strength during the times you had no other choice but to survive. And this is you being totally in that strength to do so. Double lion energy, right? You had to be brave, and you kept practicing the gratitude you needed to step up into that true independence. You continuously held on to compassion for what you wanted in your life, what your heart was desiring, not to mention you overcame your self-doubt and had to truly heal yourself, heal your ways. And number 8 with the strength. You also have number 3, 1, 7, 10, 12, another 5, and we already knew about the 3. So 3 is heavy because you have 1, 2, 3 times. 10 of Swords. You had to survive an ending. You had to be strong. You had to really overcome that self-doubt that you were, dealing with to have something end. 10 of Swords is Gemini energy. So that gained you your independence. Whatever had to be let go of, whatever had to end, whatever had to die off, whatever may have been, it gradually gravitated, the independence through your self-reliance and self-resilience, okay, and through surviving. When this went really tough for you, you had to survive, no other choice, right? This was an ending that you had no other choice but to be strong through. There's definitely somebody very manipulative of you, the false emperor. You were not the emperor to this person's story either way. You know, this was somebody who either just very well mistreated you, because the King of Swords is Aquarius energy. It's also Capricorn. This is definitely you feeling mistreated by something, okay? Could have been in work as well, but something that you were trying to build, you were not respected for in some way. This made you feel like you bit off more than you could chew, or you were definitely juggling more than you should have been juggling, and it definitely overwhelmed you, okay? Somebody was very rational with you is another thing I'm getting, and very pushy energy. This person could have been very just like manipulative mentally. Just I'd already felt that because, you know, you dealt with it already here, where they were always just conflicting you, confusing you, you know, keeping you feeling like there was something to be passionate about or whatever, but maybe even keeping you in competition with somebody else for whatever job, or, you know, making you feel the heat, making you feel the pressure. And this person, I definitely feel it's a work situation. It had to end. This person was lying to you. Yeah, and there's some information you had learned that this person may had even collaborated behind your back with somebody else, even though they had said something to you first, and then they ended up saying, you know, something to somebody else. You know how it goes when they're like, oh yeah, I'll give you that job, but then they go behind your back and tell this other person, no, I'm really not going to give them that job. It's going to be you that gets this, blah, blah, blah. You know, people just like to run their mouth, and that's what I'm getting. They did. They ran their mouth. You guys have so many more options than having to deal with this for your prosperity and abundant energy to thrive. There's pickings and choosing. That's pickings and choosings. It's almost like you get to have that wishful thinking. You get, because you practice gratitude, because you gained your independence, because you were strong through this ending and knowing what was needed. What was needed for you to end the situation. You're able to finally come into something that's able for you to choose and decide what it is that you want. And either any of these options that you choose will bring you into building the empire that you've always desired to want, to have, to create. See, you were just not the emperor for this story in a work situation. Or, yeah, pretty much you could even be the empress. But this person was not meant to be your boss, or you were not meant to be in this situation, because you have more to grow with. You have more to learn with. Wherever the situation was, it's like God's rejection is his protection. You weren't going to grow here like you have been manifesting, okay? You like to read, you like to write, like to type. You could be this imaginative person. You are all about miracles, and something has taken over you that's made you sad. And you know what? That's something here that you're learning something big here. That you were meant to have something more. You were not going to be held back by God. God was not going to hold you back. 7 of Coins. So this is like you guys getting away from fear. 7 of Coins is growth after a time of feeling disappointed and night terrors and feeling like shattered dreams. It's a time to release yourself from this. You are finally being free. Being able to be free from hopeless energies. Anybody who is pushy, demanding, hurtful, causing you mendacity. It's a time for you to have a zest for life. There's too many immature people here that you aren't going to build any kind of success with. So it's time for this transformation, the Death card. Yeah, the 5 of Swords in the reversal. It's a peaceful resolution after a time of being disrespected. It's time for you to have what you deserve in your life. You also have Scorpio's energy with the 7 of Cups. Aries, which we're in, and Taurus energy. Aries is also the Emperor, the Knight of, or the King of Swords. Yeah, we already said that one. Aquarius. It was the way it was affecting you. The Sun came through. Assessing the situation through taking care of yourself spiritually, you're going to find a lot of happiness. Lots of beautiful energy. If sunflowers could be popping, you guys could be seeing all the growth around you by the end of April. Butterflies. The Knight of Cups, you're going to be following your heart in some way. There's somebody that may be sweeping you off your feet here at the end of April. You may just be finding yourself in a world of wonder and receptivity and positive growth and like a lot of positive affirmations that I'm seeing that you guys are going to be filling yourself up with. Saying every day to yourself in the mirror, like being more confident, being more able to go with the flow, being able to, because this is Aquarius too, and this is Leo, and it's really like going wild, practicing the gratitude and assessing the situation throughout the entire month of April brings you into that subtle happiness. Being able to have good luck and have that change, and being able to have karmic cycles end and brand new beginnings begin while you have like wiped your slate clean to grow your independence, to have your boundaries. There's so many lessons you've learned. And just because people have been evil in the past, vindictive in the past, you know where your boundaries are, so that's not going to be able to take away from you in a sense of bringing other people joy and happiness and love. I see a lot of heartfelt compliments that you're going to be giving other people, you know, just because what you feel you want to say, you're going to say it. You're not going to hold back with it. It's all because of a lot of clarity that you took on, how many burdens you were carrying, and you finally turned over a new leaf because you realized a lot of these burdens came with a lot of trickery. And that was only holding you back from seeing what was really meant to happen as the tower moment should have taken place. Somebody was just trying to delay the inevitable by lying to you, making you carry the weight of their own problems. And that only was about missed opportunities and chances for yourself. So it's healing. It's rejuvenating. It's calling upon the essence of your soul to say, hey, I've realized these lessons, and I think it's time for me to have what is meant for me. I'm not going to bother with these individuals anymore. I'm going to lay out the law. The law is, you don't get to say or come at me and tell me this or that. You're not allowed to anymore. The Hierophant. You guys are embodying that Hierophant energy, wisdom, knowledge. There could be lots of you wanting to expand within schooling, okay? That could be about social groups too. But this is something that you guys are starting to really be a brilliant expounder, okay? You guys are finally becoming your own leader. It's just like you get to lead your life in the way that you want to, and you guys are allowing that to be the truth of the matter. It's like you can't even allow others anymore to lead you into anything dark. It's just like you have gained the access of knowledge to know what is meant for you, and that's all. You're never going to settle for anything less. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like everything that you were put through in these lessons of knowing that somebody wasn't going to be, giving you anything, and you finally had to learn something, and it was like you still handled it with so much composure. You didn't lose all sense of yourself, because if you would have learned it before, you would have lost all sense of yourself. But there's something that you grew some kind of patience in there, or there was something that you even became just more disinterested or disconnected to it, that it wasn't going to phase you like it would have, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, a month ago. And now you just can see that there's more options for you in a better way. Okay? And that's going to lead you to the grand happiness and joy that you want. You having to walk away from somebody who had lied to you, kept you in some kind of, vindictive, vicious cycle, because they only wanted to use you for what they wanted to use you for. And this person could have done a lot of things, made you feel like you were going to get promoted so that they could have, you be on their good side, so that you would tell them every little thing that was going on in any of the jobs. Maybe making you go and feel like you were in competition for somebody else's job because they kept lying and saying that they were going to give you that, blah, 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 but they weren't being honest, telling other people things. It's very deceitful energy that I'm feeling for you. And I do feel like in love, things can be very good, as you do have the Ten of Cups. It could be that you are single and you just know that this is something you could have been focusing on the whole time. And now you're trying to manifest that because of what you were going through was terrible. And if you guys are single, I do see there's lots of options for you available, you know, for you to be able to really pick and choose which one would be the best. And that could be where you're swept off your feet by this person at the end. You could be the one sweeping this person, another person off their feet. A real attraction is happening. And I guess we'll get one, all things considered. Okay, I didn't say a lot of them. There is a fascination here. Something about the light at the end of the tunnel, so it could be a divine union. Something that maybe you guys will end up being in a relationship that ends up in marriage. Yeah, pregnancy could be a factor here for some of you. Okay. G-Eazy, Let's Get Lost came through. One of the songs. This is a time to prepare for important decisions to be made. The rising passion, something special, a new sense, direction, creativity, and increase. So Let's Get Lost wanted to come out again. Take me down, take me all the way down tonight. Soon I'll be leaving. Take me down, take me all the way down tonight. Before the night is over. Let's get lost, let's get lost. Somebody may like the sky, very daydreamy as well. But I hope that this helped you in any way that it could. I hope you guys enjoy your April, and I'll see you guys again soon. Much love to you all. Bye.